that said, stop wasting money on optics for your AR. The theme of that was, don't spend more than the rifle for some optics just because it feels good. And don't get a bunch of them. And if you do, get something that's of quality. I should have followed my own advice, because I ended up going to a gun show and I saw something that looked really cool. And when I asked how much, I couldn't believe my ears and eyes. Now the rule is, if it sounds too good to be true, that's because it is. Man, here's the story. The first message, I don't care what optics it is, if you see this logo on any optic and you're thinking of using it for your AR, run! This happens to be a red dot. Okay? And it looks kind of cool. Typical red dotty. You've seen that lens before. And you've seen the little selectors for the different patterns of the red dot. Okay, so far so good. However, in less than a few months, the little rubber button that's supposed to cover that falls off and disappears. Oh, by the way, so does the one on the other side. So now you have an opening for stuff to get inside of your on and off switches, which is what those are for this red dot. Really not good. Now I was using this on my 22 upper for my AR, and today it was time to change the battery. Oh my God, look at that. That's where the battery goes. You would think, wouldn't you? However, you need 4 of these. They don't even make them anymore. And you need 4 to go in there. And guess what? There are 2 still in there. And guess what? You can't get them out without beating the crap out of the optic. So guess what, boys and girls? It's now a teeny weeny boat anchor, totally worthless. So as I said before, if you see that logo on an optic, run! Run. Remember, I'm a glutton for punishment. So later, a few months later, I was at a gun show. Never buy optics at a gun show. Never do that. And I saw this, and it was looking so cool. But remember what I said, when you see that logo, yeah, you do that. So this little Star Trek Enterprise looking optic really looked cool in the box. By the way, the box looks like this. So if you see a box like this and it has that logo on it, you know what to do. Now the saga behind this is just terrible. By the way, the thing cost $110. And what did I say? If it sounds too good to be true, it is. This is a laser, green, connected to the 2.5 by 10 optic. And I thought, wow, you know, I could get the magnification I need, and I could have, because it has a lit reticle, believe it or not, and I could have my close quarter combat stuff in one optic and a laser. Wow, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. The problem was, the first one, this is unit number 3, by the way. The first one, the optic wouldn't zero and the laser wouldn't zero. I don't care how many curse words you used, nothing would happen. So I called them and they took it back and they sent me another one. Now that was 40 bucks. Remember, it's only $110. So I already spent almost half the price of the whole optic just in shipping it. Yes, they make you ship it and they pay to ship it back. Yeah. Now what I'm about to show you should have been my first indicator that something was really wrong with this piece of crap. Let me turn it on and I'll show you what I mean. Now look at that. This is on the lowest power for the lit reticle. And look at the optical noise that's showing up on the side. I mean, that's what your eyes see. You would never turn this sucker on. I mean, you'd be blinded just trying to use it. But I bought it anyway because I thought it would be okay. Dumb, 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 dumb. This was the first thing. Now I have a Burris 332, and in a good optic, you never see this kind of light noise. Never. So I called and tried to send that one back. Why? The optic would zero, but the laser wouldn't zero at all. Like nada. So you know what they told me. We'll send you a replacement laser and you take the old one off and put the new one on. What? Yeah, well, I did. Never do that either. It would not. I mean, first of all, I had to use vice grips, to get it off. And I called them. I said, "This is going to damage." They said, "I don't care. Just do it." I went, okay. So I did. Oh man, it would zero one time. That was it. You know how many times I was back and forth to the range? So that's unit number 2. Well, not to be daunted, because I'm not a daunted kind of guy, I go to the gun show. Yeah. And who do I see right in front of the door? The Osprey guy. And he had all his nice little black boxes and it was a really big booth. And I went, dude, you have no idea how pissed off I am, and I'm getting ready to do a YouTube video that's not going to be very flattering. He goes, give it back to me and I'll trade you. Unit number 3. Yeah. So I traded it. Actually, I exchanged it, and I took it back. I went right to the range. Man, put it on the rifle. The optic zeroed like I was so happy. The laser zeroed one time, and then I'm firing my AR, right? And all of a sudden, every time I shoot, the laser would turn on. Boop, boop, and I'm going, oh, this is like killing me here. So I took it back, and he wasn't there. He said, sorry. So I'm the proud owner of that piece of crap that I just showed you. Unit number 3. Heavy sigh. So, stop wasting stupid money for optics on your AR. Whatever optics you put on has to be able to take the punishment that an AR will give it. Not make it lose its zero or turn the laser off and on just because the gun goes bang. And I'm not talking about like Magnum AR rounds here. So, anyway, if you see that logo, you know what to do. Don't ever buy that stuff. Go back to what I said. No more than 50% of the value of your gun. And if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Good brand. Oh, by the way, you know where that thing was made? China. How did I know? One, they told me, and the other, in the first box, It was Chinese writing all inside. I was, oh man, no wonder I'm screwed. So, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Y'all be good and don't spend stupid money on optics for your AR. Thanks for watching. Carry on.